Dear viewers of Darwad Kate, welcome to NEP lectures. Today I'll be talking about holistic learning, experiential learning, and lifelong learning in NEP 2020. For the first time, the learners in India and also the teachers, faculty members, and all the stakeholders of higher education have heard the terms like holistic learning, experiential learning, and lifelong learning. And these have really revolutionized the education system in India after NEP 2020 was accepted and implemented for all education institutions in the country. The National Education Policy NEP 2020 envisions an academic system that nurtures the holistic development of learners, integrating intellectual, physical, emotional, social, ethical, and aesthetic dimensions. I would like to draw your attention to what we used to do in the past. In the past, we only used to encourage our students to go for rote learning by halting the things and producing what they by halted during the course of the examination. And there were silos. There were silos and there were boundaries. A student of arts program, a student of English literature program was not supposed to study any subject from science, management, or from any other discipline. And all these, silos have been de-recognized in NEP 2020. And it introduced flexibility in education, absolute flexibility in education, resulting in holistic learning. Holistic learning. So it is not enough if a learner or a student is very sound academically. He should also be sound intellectually, physically, emotionally, socially, ethically, and also he should develop, inculcate certain noble qualities and respect for constitution and respect for India's tradition, culture, civilization, languages, and so on. So the new the National Education Policy 2020 puts a greater emphasis on the overall development of the learner. He should develop his physical abilities and strength, mental abilities and strength, his emotional abilities, his social abilities, ethical abilities, and he should also develop a sense of what we call aestheticism. Holistic learning moves beyond narrow academic achievements to foster values such as empathy, constitutional morality, teamwork, and responsible citizenship alongside cognitive skills. Cognitive skills are quite necessary for a student to develop his intellectual and academic capacity and ability, but this is not enough. He should develop the team spirit, and he should learn to respect constitutional morality, and he should develop empathy, sympathy for his fellow beings, and he should turn into a responsible citizen. So at the end of the day, the education that we impart our students should make them become very responsible citizens so that they can contribute something to the nation and nation making. And the second important dimension of NEP 2020 is experiential learning. So in the past, there was no connection between what a learner practiced and what he learned. Okay, he should be able to implement what he learns. He should be able to translate into action what he learns. There should be some connection between what he learns, what he does. And this experiential learning will help the learner and the student not only to develop any interest in academic achievement, but also explore the ways of translating what he learns into action. So experiential learning forms a central pedagogical approach in NEP 2020. The policy promotes learning through experience, practice, and reflection by encouraging project-based learning, internship, fieldwork, community engagement, arts integration, and vocational exposure. These are the areas where a learner will develop the essential qualities and the abilities to connect himself with the rest of the society. By connecting classroom knowledge with real world contexts, experiential learning enhances conceptual understanding, critical thinking, and problem solving abilities. It's not enough if a learner learns a subject. He should be able to think critically and solve the problems of the society and of the system. Lifelong learning is recognized as essential in a rapidly changing knowledge society. Ours is a society, ours is a knowledge society, and ours is an ever changing knowledge society. And to survive in this ever changing national knowledge society, lifelong should be made possible. NEP 2020 supports flexible learning pathways, multiple entry and exit options, online and blended learning modes, and credit accumulation through the academic bank of credits, enabling individuals to learn, reskill, upskill throughout their lives. So, this approach ensures continuous personal and professional growth and promotes social and economic mobility. Together, holistic learning, experiential learning, and lifelong learning constitute the core of NEP 2020's learner centered vision, aiming to produce well rounded, adaptable, and socially responsible individuals equipped to meet the challenges of the 21st century. So, this is the beauty of NEP 2020, and I'm glad that NEP 2020 has been implemented in many educational institutions of higher learning, and the learners and the faculty members and the stakeholders are very happy with NEP 2020, and this is a national education policy, and it certainly addresses all academic, societal, political, civilizational issues and problems. Thank you.